Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, these readings are for your sun, moon, and ascendant sign, but also there's no astrology in these, so check them out so you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, for your key to the week, and before we get into that, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your key to the week, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So there is a change point in the air. In all of these different areas of life, you are likely to see an uptick in some regard. Love this. Remember with the Wheel of Fortune as well, it can see you in the right place at the right time. So whatever the detours are that show up for you this week, wherever it is that you find yourself, or you know, you kind of supposed to be in one place, you don't end up getting there, but you meet a really great stranger on the way, etc. All of those weird and wonderful life detours that can sometimes happen this week, they are meant to happen, right? But as I say, in some regard, there's an uptick in all of these different areas of your life. Now, for your actions and options this week, wow. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Pentacles. You're making a financial or this could be a financial or a property move. In fact, no, it could be a financial, a property, or a career move that you're making this week, that really you are setting something into motion that I think is going to be absolutely phenomenal for your future. It is a longer term future. Now, there's another thing we need to consider here as well. The Wheel of Fortune is the number 10. Ten of Pentacles is also 10. Two tens represents change, and it's usually a big change at that. This is a big change coming into the home, to the finances, and also to the career. The options that are available to you this week, you have the chance to make a legacy move. Now, if you've been with me long enough, you know I don't say that kind of thing very often. But this week, it's like some move that you make has the potential to be quite weighty for your future. So, you know, no pressure. For for your communications and conversations, you've got the Four of Pentacles. Now, this card actually, so for those of you that are saving to buy a home, for those of you that are trying to, for those of you that are saving to buy a home, trying to buy a home, etc., some conversation or communication that you have this week will be pivotal to your financial and material success and future. The Wheel of Fortune suggests a change point. So if you've had problems or issues, or maybe finances have been a bit shakier than you would like, you will definitely see some form of a shift this week. Now, when it comes to your communication, I will say with the Four of Pentacles, be very mindful this week that you might be, it's really weird to have to say to Gemini, you're being too rigid. But something you'll communicate, and maybe this is where your mercurial neurosis is coming in, who knows. It happens, right? Every sign has got its thing, so don't worry or stress too much about it, all right? But just know that this week you might not be as flexible as you usually are, and there'll obviously be a good reason for that, but just consider that maybe, just maybe, this is a time where someone's saying, actually, you need to sort of stop being so rigid here, and you think like, oh, okay, maybe there's some truth to that at this moment in time. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is for a lot of you. I wouldn't be surprised if you are embarking on, maybe some of you are putting applications into universities or colleges, maybe for different courses that you want to study. Maybe it's my tarot course. Remember, enrollment opens on the 18th, it closes on the 30th. There are only 20 spaces. I keep them small deliberately, so if you are interested in that, you can you can do that. Look out for it next week, it will open up. Now, for those of you that are employed by somebody else, your Four of Pentacles, like, it's really you kind of digging in on what you feel like is a fair reward for the work that you do. So what this says to me is that you are being asked or invited this week to really sort of speak up around what it is that you require or desire. And also, you could be having conversations this week where your boss says, actually, we want to promote you, we want to put you forward. Again, if this is in-house training, listen, if you are in employment and you're employed by somebody else and they're telling you that they want to train you for free while you're getting paid, yes, okay, so what, your social life's going to take a little bit of a dent. Think about what this does for the legacy of your future, for your financial future, all right? For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that want to work for themselves, same kind of energy. Only for you guys, if there's something that you're thinking, you know what, I can see straight away how studying this thing or getting this under my belt could actually really, enhance my earning potential, but I don't know if I want to spend the money now. Okay, look, don't put yourself into detriment or in huge amounts of debt in order to study. That doesn't make any sense. But I will say, it makes a lot of sense for you to, like, if this is something that you could learn, that you can see straight away, like, you know what, once I've got this under my belt, it will enhance my life, my, financial destiny, all the rest of it, then you've got to go for it. And, if you're thinking like, well, Raf, the money's just not there right now, Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune says that the money, the way forward, or the way to make this happen will reveal itself this week. All right, there's a chance for all of you in some regard to make a legacy move. And I would say, like, even with Mercury, your ruling planet, retrograde, make it. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, sorry, it took me a moment, this will very likely happen on the home or the familial front. I wouldn't be surprised if you were called on in some way to assist or even navigate a family situation that looks like it's going to need some careful navigation. All right, some subtlety, darling. For your love and relations, you've got the Three of Swords. So it's not that all of you are suddenly going to split up with your partners, but it does suggest that there is a new negotiation that will need to be struck this week. So you and a partner may say, look, you know what, this is what the future looks like, but in order to get there, these are the things that we're going to have to let go of. These are the things that we'll have to cut down. There is a selection or a deselection process going on within the relationship for the future. So it could be, let's say you and your partner are married, maybe you've both got children. Or, well, obviously you would both have children, but you know what I mean. Maybe you've got kids, and as a part of this, one of you says, look, you know what, and it likely will be you, I want to go back to school, right? I want to get my degree. I want to do this course that's, 12 months or whatever. And in order to do that, I need you to take the slack. It's not going to be easy, right? I'm just going to tell you, whatever it is, it's going to be at least around 18 to 24 months, I believe, just because the day that I'm recording this is the Saturn-Mars conjunction, which is a 2-year cycle. So what this tells me is it's going to be a slog, right, for the next 18 to 24 months at least. But look at what you get out of it for the long haul, right? If you're willing to do this work and your partner's willing to say, all right, you know what, I will support the household for this next sort of, 18 to 24 months, the results could be phenomenal, right? But like I said, there's a selection or a deselection process of what can or can't be done from here on in. There will be some creature comforts that need to go, right? It's just the way of it. Now, if you are single, this is you breaking away from what a previous relationship had or hadn't done for or to you, that allows you to kind of say, okay, you know what? It was what it was. I actually learned a lot from it. Here's what I'm taking away from it. It's time for me to move on. All right. For your money and materials, you have the Eight of Pentacles. The money that you are seeking, the resources that you are hoping to generate or create, they come from the work that you're doing or the studies that you take on board. Basically, your financial destiny and legacy move that you make this week, it really is on you, right? It's like whatever you do, whatever you set into motion, whatever you embark on, whatever you decide here, right? That's where the money is going to come from. So whatever it is that you get by way of a boost, it's self-generated, and those are always the best kinds because they mean that much more. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your digestive system. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's interesting because this was a similar message to the one that Taurus had. And funnily enough, I think it was it was Aries that had this same card, the Wheel of Fortune, different deck, in this same position. And theirs was about digestive stuff as well. So yeah, I think there might be a shift or a change in your diet this week. For some of you, this could even be that you embark on a nutritionist degree or diploma. It could be that you start some form of herbalism learning or teaching, etc., which could be really great for you. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, this could be literally work that's being done on the actual physical home or dwelling, right? So there's that. For others, another way that this could also show up is that you end up, what's the word? Maybe needing to work with a specialist on the foundations of the home. Specifically, that message is for those of you that own your home, all right? Otherwise, maybe you'll have to talk to the landlord, like, oh, did you know that a part of the garden fell in? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's something happening here with the structure or the external part of the home. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.